वंदन, अभिनंदन, द लॉस्ट विजडम चैनल में आप सभी का स्वागत है. And this is a channel where we have to speak, communicate in English. Every Sunday, I'm keeping program in Hindi, and every Saturday, this program goes live in English. Ayurveda. What is Ayurveda? And it's a very important question that do you need to, in today's time, Ayurveda, then why do we need Indian medical system? Look, my dear friends, world has actually two knowledge divisions. One is West and other is East. Western world has given very valuable inventions and great contribution in the field of technology, in field of how to make life comfortable. But how to make life happy, that has been an area which has been given by East. Every country has its own contribution to the world. I tell you, West has done a lot of new inventions. For example, radio was made by Europe, TV was made by Europe, but the best TV is made by Japan. Invention was in Europe, but the best creation was best, the quality and the best it was in Japan. The best radio was made in Japan, but this invention happened in Europe. So Japanese has made nothing new. They have just taken inventions that. Then question comes, what India has given. India's contribution is in not in external comforts, but actually in matter of inner comforts. How we can make our inner energy so compatible to nature, and this is the beauty of India. Indians have not used natural resources and make something which is artificially or laboratory made. We made a harmony and how to live with nature, in nature, and how can we enjoy that. So there is a contribution every country has given to the world. Now, when how to live with nature and how to be part of nature is a contribution of India, then of course this human body is nature, is part of nature. So the problems in human body can be solved by nature itself. And that's how Ayurveda is very, very important when you really want to cure your disease and you want to be very, very healthy. Now, in which situation one should not go to Ayurvedic physician, in which situation one should not go to an allopathic situation, I would love to tell without any bias. My dear friends, I give one small example. Imagine that you have a garden, and in garden you have one pipe which is you use for watering the plants. If this pipe has been kept for 1 year in rolled and kept inside, because of consistent sun and weather influence, pipe will get brittle, and when it will become brittle it will have many cracks. One day when you put on the tap and water flow from this pipe, somewhere it breaks and water starts leaking. In this situation, now you have two choices: improve the quality of the pipe, make it very good, or you have to stop that leakage of water. That time you will search M-Seal or some adhesive so that you can just put that adhesive where water leakage is going on, not you will try to improve the quality of pipe. This is exactly when you are in emergency, you don't want this body to be cured. You just want that particular dangerous situation, maybe any leakage in the body or any that pain that should be stopped that moment. Right. This is quick fix. And I tell you, Western scientists have done very good job in this quick fix system of medical field where you have a problem, you just go and they do the quick fix. But what will happen later? Now let's go again to the same example. Pipe, you put that M seal, you put that adhesive. For that moment, leakage is stopped, but whole pipe is brittle. Cracks are there, many cracks are there. So tomorrow it will break from somewhere else. If you ask a doctor with quick fix system, will this problem will happen again? Well, it can happen anywhere again. Then you come when it happens. We will put again one more quick fix adhesive or M seal. M seal is a company I'm using example for Indian diaspora that we have that particular adhesive with glue which you apply and the leakage of the pipe can be stopped. But Ayurveda says that okay, take out the pipe, dip in hot water, make it soft, clean it from inside, remove all adhered, that dirt, and then dip it in oil, make it very soft, repair it, and when it becomes again alive, very good quality, then again you use it in garden so that there should not be any brittle cracks in the pipe. Now, this whole exercise to renovate that pipe, to remove it cracks from that and make it very soft, this is job of a Ayurvedic approach by Ayurvedic physician. Now, the question arises, we should know what we want. We may need quick fix. I don't deny with what you have an allopathic approach. You have getting repeatedly headaches. So you want to stop that headache. That moment you need painkiller. But if you want to cure it from root, then you must take help of Ayurveda. And that's amazing help. Now comes a point that Ayurveda works on genetics or not? Yes. Our body is genetic body. Each and every cell has its own genetic language. And our birth is also based on that particular genetic factor. We from the parents it comes. But as genes are from birth, and if you want to understand genes, the theory of genetics, it's in Ayurvedic perspective, it can be explained as a theory of karma. What karma we have done in the past, on that basis, we have our genetic body. So Ayurveda has a very good technique of curing our genetic body by correcting our karma. That is called as healing of energy through spiritual charging by mantra meditation and by yagyas, fire ceremony, and by special type of meditations. But what is at the physical level? you have a problem in your body that can be cured or corrected by techniques of nature. That, for example, if your body become very dry, so you apply oil and make it soft. You take oil based medicine and you make it soft. Well, there are many questions I can see. I will take all these questions, my dear friends, one by one. And meanwhile, I'll also continue my this discussion on Ayurveda, because my aim is how to help you with the help of Ayurvedic remedies. And my one more aim is that make people aware that in the world, this wonderful medical system is there which can really improve quality of life in you. So I'll take few questions, and then you will we can take, we will uh, take all these answers of these questions, and then we'll continue our discussion. So Papians, some person is there. I don't know how can I pronounce your name. Okay, so good evening, sir. This is JP from Haryana. Hi, JP. Looking treatment of left brain mind numbness. Okay, so you have a left side of your brain feel numb. Okay, my dear friends, anybody, this is a very, very important question asked by our friend JP, somebody. I don't know you, Mr. JP, but my dear friend, I tell you one thing, that many people feel numbness in certain area of the brain. Nasa hi shiraso dwaram. The nose is a gateway, dwar, for head region. So if you can put cow ghee, pure cow ghee, 2 drops, you boil it, or make it like a boil water. You put small uh, bottle of ghee in that, and when it become lukewarm, not very hot, then two drops you should put in both nostrils every night, and try to understand that there is ginger powder which you can apply. You can take a paste of ginger powder and apply on the forehead, which applied on the forehead, and by that, pain in that particular area or numbness in that particular area can be reduced drastically. Okay. So now I will take the call. Another Ritu Ashish Dubey is saying Radhe Radhe. Yeah, Radhe Radhe to you also, Ritu Ashish Dubey. And then there's a question from Ritu Ashish Dubey is gastric ulcers है, joint pain है, मिर्च बंद है, वेट लॉस हो गया है, 10 kgs, बहुत टेंशन है. So this is a question which has been asked in Hindi. I'm going to translate for my audience who will prefer to understand in English. There are gastric ulcers, and there is so spicy food cannot be eaten, and when there's gastric ulcers, yes, weight loss happens. Look, whenever there is any type of gastric ulcer in stomach, then the best medicine is actually in Ayurveda. What you have to do, you have to not just cure that ulcer, but you have to reduce pitta from your whole body. And when you want to reduce pitta from whole body, you have to understand that your diet is a very, very important role it plays. One should not eat any spicy food. Well, anyway, you cannot eat. If you eat, you will feel a lot of discomfort in your abdominal region. So, what to eat? You have to take rice water, rice soup. We should like a rice gruel. So you should cook the rice, but don't remove its water from that. Put little amount of coriander seed powder, little sandhav salt, pink salt or Himalayan salt, and then take this soup maximum. Don't try to take any gastric irritants like these all spices and masalas. And then you must take advice from any very good Ayurvedic physician. After seeing the proper report, medicines can be given. I prefer through these all programs to be a supportive help, which I can give you, because there's a medical, ethical restrictions in my heart that I don't want to tell all type of remedies through such a uh, you know social media platforms. But yes, if diet can help you, and if you do cooling pranayama, sitkari or shitali, that will also help you, Ritu. And rest you can just take a consultation of Ayurvedic physicians, they will let you know. Okay, there is a Antone. Oh yeah, this is a very good point. Antone is asking, can everyone hear well? I need a somebody. Can you write down and tell me, am I really audible properly? Please, anyone, just put in chat box and please mention whether my voice is clearly audible or not. Please, my dear friends, those who are joined here, you are available here with me, please just check out and write in the chat box, am I audible to you? Okay, Samina Ahmed said yes. Sudha Sharma said yes. Thank you so much, Samina and Sudha. I'm starting again back. Okay, so I'll take few more questions, then I'll continue my talk. Okay, so after that, so Anton, yeah, это слушать хорошо. I told in Russian because my Russian friends are here. Yes, online it's clear. I am audible. Okay, Akash Saluja is asking what to do. Please suggest some medicine to reduce HR CRP level. Well, this is something which we have to discuss on a medical platform. You have to tell me your symptoms. That's better so that I can tell you what Ayurveda's perspective is. Because in Ayurveda, systems are not there. So I avoid allopathic diagnostic to be spoken. Always prefer to speak in symptomatic language so that we can find equivalent to that in our traditional books and get back to real way. For example, many people ask, migraine. Now, migraine word is not there in Ayurveda books. For example, many people say thyroid, hypothyroidism. It's not there in Ayurveda books. So, should we not treat? No, we should treat. We have a treatment for that. We have perfect treatments for that. But we have to talk in language of Ayurveda. When you are to Ayurvedic doctor, talk in Ayurvedic language. If you are so, smart, you want to speak Vata Pitta Kapha, you talk in that language. Otherwise, you tell your symptoms and we will try to find out your Vata Pitta Kapha state and then I will help you. Okay. So coming back to Samina Ahmad. Okay, she's saying good morning. I know. Okay, Samina from New Jersey. Samina, good morning to you. Yeah, we have here evening, late evening. Can you please give a remedy for post menopause? Thank you. Okay, Samina. It's a very, very interesting and important question. Many people have told in my comments in social media, my friends told me that they ask, what is the remedy for menopause, especially heart splashes, heart get palpitation. There is a lot of shift in psychosomatic presentation of people, of human body that time. Look, my dear friends, Samina, whenever there is a menopause, it's a very normal phenomenon. Every woman, sometimes at 50, sometimes 50 plus, like 55 or even 50, 60, or even 60 plus, menopause happens. When menopause happens, there's a neurohormonal imbalance. What one has to do is there are a few very good herbs in Ayurveda. Number one is Shatavari. and ashwagandha. These two herbs are very commonly known herbs. Shatavari, I'm again repeating, and ashwagandha. These two herbs you get in market very easily. In 50 ml of milk, boil the milk, add half teaspoon of shatavari powder and half teaspoon of ashwagandha powder and take every night. This will keep balance of all women hormones at that time, and that's what is the biggest problem. What they should you should do in the morning? There is a sesame seeds. For Russian friends, I want to tell you the konjut. Kunjut, sesame, in Hindi we call til. You should take black sesame seeds, 1 teaspoon, and take 200 ml water. Like you make tea in the morning, right? In spite of putting black tea powder, you put 1 teaspoon of black sesame seeds and boil it and reduce it to half. And then you should try to then filter it, add little sugar in it like gur. We don't support this chemically processed sugar. So you can take brown sugars or you can take gur, mix in it, and empty stomach every morning. If you take black sesame seed tea with gur, and at the night, as I told you, if you can if you can do this small combination, this will really, really help you in your menopausal time. Ashwagandha and shatavari in the night, in the milk, in the morning, sesame seeds. Remember, my dear friends, please write down. This is amazing combination. This will keep you not to grow older after up in postmenopausal time or during menopause, because usually women body gets either very skinny or they put on lot during menopause. This will not happen, and you will remain very fit and also continue yoga practices, because menopausal time yogic practices, physical exercise is very, very important. Okay, so now there is a, oh, there are so many questions. There is a question by Lalita Kumari. Sir, I have to take at least 1 liter of water to clear my stomach in morning, which leads to excrete urine again and again. Obvious. Please tell me what to do that I would be able to pass the stools without taking water. Lalita Kumari, my hats off and salute to you that you put up such a good questions, because this answer of this question can help so many people. I know so many people in this world in the morning to create flush out, they drink too much of water. Please don't do this, because too much of water is that much bad that as much as no drinking water is bad. When we will take too much of water, what happens that our body, our fire goes down, appetite goes down, enzyme secretions cannot happen, and whole day body, what we eat food, it won't digest. So one of the main reasons of indigestion is atyambupanam. In Sanskrit, it is told over drinking of water is reason for ajirna, is reason for indigestion. So do not take too much of water. So what to do? Look, main reason for constipation is indigestion, because it's a human body's phenomenon, nature. If food is digested, body will throw it out. But if food is not digested well, body is not get message from brain to increase motility and push it out. So very, very important is to digest your food. Okay. Many people, if you go to Ayurvedic doctors, usually, not all, but maximum people, what they do, they tell to take trifla or some laxatives. No. Then you will get habituated by laxatives. What to do? Actually, go to the root cause of that constipation. And the root cause is indigestion. So if you want to let your bowels be clear, whatever you eat, it should digest. So what to do? Number one, eat less in quantity. Don't overeat. Little. If you eat four chapatis, eat three and a half. If you eat five, you can eat four. If you eat rice so much, make it little less, So that 10% reduction in your food quantity will make help your food to digest well, because there's a limited amount of secretions from your gut. And when there's a limited amount of secretions of enzymes from your gut, and if you take more food, so the amount of enzymes to digest that food, they are lesser than the quantity of food, then that remains indigested, and then that food is called as alasaka. In Sanskrit means it become alsi. In Hindi means that means lazy. Your food becomes lazy. It don't move. Means your intestines won't let it go out. So eat less quantity, and after and before food, take two pieces of ginger, mix it with rock salt or Himalayan salt. We also call it a pink salt. In Sanskrit, we call Saindhav salt. In Hindi, we call Sendha Namak. This salt you put on the ginger and take before you start your food. So whatever you eat, that get burned, and then what you can do is you can eat in less quantity, and in the end of the food, don't drink water. If you have to drink water, you drink water in the middle of that, and in the end, you should try. If you are very very thirsty, after 30 minutes, take hot water, and next day onwards you will start passing, throwing out toxins on right time, without any extra effort to drink over water or anything like that. I hope I have given you some proper example. And Shikha Singh is asking, Namaste, sir. So please suggest any remedy for migraine. Okay. Look, what is migraine actually? Migraine, as I was talking about, in Ayurvedic language, there's a one disease called Ardhava Vedaka. Ardha means half, Vedak means when it is like there's a throbbing pain. When half of your head is having pain and half not, the same symptom is in migraine actually. So we try to correlate migraine to Ardhava Vedaka of Ayurveda. What to do in this situation? As I said, in one the first question I took up, where put cow ghee in the both nostrils, it really helps. And number two, apply ginger paste on the forehead. And number three is migraine is always connected to mental stress. So reduce your mental stress by meditation, or if you want to do it by Ayurvedic way, very good herb there is vacha, Acorus calamus. This vacha powder, one pinch, if you can take with honey every morning, madhu vacha, migraine get cured for sure. And even you can take this vacha powder and you can just take a little. It really works amazing, fantastic. So, oh, there are still so many questions. Uh, there is a Lalita Kumari saying, thanks a lot. I would follow your precious directions and would tell you the results. Definitely, Lalita, you should follow this. See, go to the root. Don't try to take any laxatives. That will create a habituation of that. Don't drink any water like that. Don't push your body. Make digestion easy. Don't be foodie in the way that do improper food habits. Eat less, eat good. Body will throw it out itself. Okay, so Samina Ahmad is saying, thanks a lot. Very happy and blessed 2024 to you and your family. Thank you so much, Samina Ahmad. To you all, wish you all happy New Year in 2024 again. So, Akash Saluja is saying, please tell the ratio of Trifala to make it at home. Oh, this is very interesting. So many people have so many questions about Trifala. Some people say 1 is to 2 is to 3, one something like that. 2 and 1 don't do all this. Equal quantity. All three take 1 is to 1 ratio, and that's it. And make it fresh. It will be very, very good. I have my practice approach. I make one 60% and rest two 20%. So I have a Ama 3 means Amalaki is 60%. Vibhi 3, then I put Vibhitiki 60% and rest 40%. Then Hari 3, then I put Haritiki 60%, rest 20%. So like that I use to cure various diseases and that works. But usually in normal cases, take 1 is to 1 is to 1 ratio, and that's more than enough. Okay. uh, Main thing is this that Kedar Singh, or I saw Kedar is coming many times today, also he is here. Namaste, sir. Seems you are feeling cold. Okay, yes, and you're laughing. Yes, my dear friend. I'm feeling cold because at this moment I'm in northern part of India and it is, but I'm not feeling cold. I'm well protected. I'm enjoying cold actually. Okay, then Poonam Jalan is asking, sir, any home remedy for thyroid? Look, there is no word thyroid in Ayurveda books because in ancient time there was no such English word. As I told you, thyroid is actually a problem of Agni. When your body's cellular metabolism is not correct, then this problem happens. Because if liver is not going, liver gives thyroid, iron, iodine, everything to the body. When liver is not good, all these minerals not reach to glands, zinc not reached, iron not reached, iodine not reached, and body needs all these minerals for its action, for functioning. So please don't blame thyroid gland. That's very innocent. It's like if you don't get supply of raw material, how can you produce, any final product? So if thyroid won't get iodine, so it cannot produce thyroxine hormone, which is needed for the body for various type of activities for metabolism. So you would have seen those who have a less thyroxine production through gland, they become very bulky because that you need for correction of your metabolism. Look, correct your liver, your digestion, thyroid will get cured on its own. Kumari Asav is a fantastic one Ayurvedic syrup. It's look, I never prefer to take very conventional Ayurvedic medicines. I try to avoid through such programs, but some tonics and some advices which can really make a difference, I prefer to tell. And I tell that particular formula, that trick, that technique, which can help you. So if you can improve your appetite, your cellular appetite, thyroid can be solved. So how can you do that? Number one, by exercise. When you work out, your body's cellular metabolism becomes better. Another way, ginger with sandalwood in your food. So keep your liver good, do liver detox, clean your system once, and that's amazing way to keep your agni, your fire in a good state, and then it will really will help you. uh, Kedar Singh is asking again, sir, can I carry my other medicines to foreign? Simple, like Trifla, Gugulu, etc. Well, there are certain limitations for, as there's regulations for with heavy metals and all. That's a European it's a trick to control Indian business. Look, my dear friends, nature is amazing. Nature has given, if oil to Arabic world, then nature has given life-saving herbs to Indian continent. And it can help whole world actually. But there is some hook in the world. There's a lobby in the world of the conventional allopathic medicine. It knows this very well because in British it did all researches of Ayurvedic medicines. They have documented it. They have all those things in universities, but they are silent because if Ayurvedic medicines, these natural herbs, come in whole worldwide map, two problems will happen. Problem number one, this in the name of medicine, what business is going on with quick fix, this chemical medicine, which is generalized business, that will stop. And pharma lobby is a very, very big lobby. It's a very big business. Arms and medicines, two big business. You have seen during COVID time, right? How big was the business of corona vaccine, right? So that is the one reason. And second reason, that it all is produced in some part of the world, like India. You know, like oil is found in some countries. So those countries become very rich because they have oil, and a whole world use it. So if Ayurvedic medicines get famous, then it has to be imported from uh, from India for them. India will be a big super export market, and if you export more, then dollar difference will come down. India will be very developed country. So that's the reason that exporting Ayurveda medicines is it's a pre-planned world's game. That's a political scenario, and it's a geopolitical, you know, financial game. It's not job of mine. It's a job of socio-political leaders of the world and especially of India to think about it. Well, but that's what I'm telling you. That's the truth. So now I'm coming back to question sessions. My goodness, the questions are increasing. Uh, there is a limitless hunger. Okay, I don't know your name. Okay, your name title is Limitless Hunger. Well, very good name you have kept. Namaste, sir. I am a diabetic and thyroid patient. Please suggest some remedies for varicose veins also and pain in the legs. Okay, always feel weakness. Well, you have a lot of things, a lot of. Okay, this is from Tripti. Okay, Tripti. Uh, your name of your YouTube is Limitless Hunger. Okay. Well, what I can tell you is Tripti that diabetes and thyroid are not diseases; they are metabolic problems. If you walk every day 30 minutes morning and evening, remember all those who have a diabetes and those who have a thyroid problem, if you guys walk every day, morning and evening, 30 to 45 minutes, and try to eat regulated food, keep your body very active, and keep your mental stress level in balance, you don't need any medicine for these two things. Well, as far as varicose veins is concerned, my dear friends, in the legs, when you have a bulged veins, it's a standing punishment. Okay? So, those who have a lot of standing jobs, especially ladies in India or in the world, they have a standing kitchen. Indians, especially because Indian food cooking is a spatial cooking. 3 hours morning, you know, and noon 2 hours, and because you make chapati every time, then evening again 2 3 hours. Imagine in the kitchen 3 to 7 hour, 6 to 8 hours, ladies are standing in the house. It's a very unfortunate thing. 50 year back, Indian kitchens were never standing kitchens. We used to our grannies and all. They used to sit and used to cook the food. Right? They never had this problem. Or nowadays we eat food by keeping our knees below knee, our legs down hanging. Actually, we should eat in a squat position so the stomach and your lower chakra that remain very near, blood won't remain in legs, remain in the stomach region. If we follow these things, varicose can be cured. During the food, try to keep your both legs horizontal to your stomach. Don't keep it vertical, number one. Number two, if you have a standing job, then also try to sit in the middle. Don't remain standing for long hours. So, if I continue, this will anyway continue for long now. Uh, we have taken something like 45 minutes, and we will go ahead with. There are still so many questions. Well, I cannot take all questions in 1 hour. Number one. Number two, why I take one, I pick up the questions because one question becomes a sample, of that that conversation. This I read your problem and I use it as a one tool to tell to so many people, because this one problem is not for only one person who asked. Actually, this problem exists is there for so many people. So at least it remain on record in YouTube, so you can go and listen. Look, that's why I say please subscribe this channel, because this channel is going to give you very, very important authentic health related small shots or videos every day, so you can really use it. And I tell whatever I tell, I use shastra, means what our ancient traditional books have said. I quote it with proof. I don't like to say anything from my pocket. Even if it is there, then it should be whatever. There are only two things to take out. One, one disease which I or anybody has done data based scientific research on 30 to 50 patients, then we can speak. Or else, ancient time, they did the same research, and all the data's conclusion they wrote in the form of Sanskrit shlokas. So, this is why I say that Ayurveda is a very scientific system, not pseudoscience, as it has been used by Western world. The word that's very unfortunate. Trust is a very important thing. And trust, Western medicine takes in the name of science. Okay, this is very scientific, so you can believe because it is a data-based research result. Well, that's true. But Ayurveda is also data based scientific results conclusions. If it is not done by, if I did some research and I kept data, and if it has not been done by you, then you will say that no, 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 your data I don't believe. What I did, I make data that is only right data. That means that you don't believe us. Well, that is your problem. You believe or not, you're believing that we are not good. If anybody believes that Indian medicine is not good, that is not going to make Indian medicine down. Most important is helping people, and that we are doing fantastic by Ayurvedic medicines. So thank you so much. I try to take a break here, and I am thankful for you all. So many of you have joined me here. Thank you once again. Subscribe this YouTube channel so that you can get all these information and my yagya to give this knowledge for you all, which I have got from this great Shastra by ancient wisdom. I try to present it in a very simple manner in present times, in present language, in according to present scenario. So Ayurveda is very relevant today. It was relevant and it will be relevant. It's a blessings that I have been able to use my life to contribute health of you all through Indian wisdom. So thank you for joining Get Well Soon session. Tomorrow I'll give in Hindi live clinical session, that will be for Indian diaspora only. And that will be at 7 o'clock, 7 to 8 on YouTube. See you all on next Saturday for English session at 9:30 and 7 o'clock on Sundays in Hindi. Till then, keep your health very good. Today's conclusion is in winter at least, walk every day, do jogging, 30 minutes morning and 30 minutes evening. Don't be lazy and keep your mind happy. Biggest disease is not cancer. Biggest disease is not any pain in the body. Biggest disease is sadness. Sadness is not because of any external reason. Sadness is, if it is there, it is within. External reason can only be aggravating factor to that. Try to avoid being sad. Even there is a tough situation, always be smiling, always be happy. Solutions will be better. Till then, see you. Bye bye. See you next week.